No doubt about it. Headaches, especially a bad migraine, they can take you out. That's why we're uncovering the secret foods that can fix your pain fast today. And joining us is nutritionist and registered dietitian Joy Bauer, who authored the book called Food Cures. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, well, thank you. And it's so thrilling to me that people are taking food so seriously because it really is nature's medicine. And if you eat the right foods, you could feel significantly better.
Yeah. And so many migraine triggers out there, and we've got to help you figure out what your triggers may be. And we actually have Jessica here in the audience. And you know migraines pretty well, Jessica?
Oh yeah, they're awful for me. When I get really nauseous, I have the sensitivity to light, and I just have to go in a dark room and go to sleep. It's all I can do.
So would you ever believe that there are actually foods that may trigger migraines in some people?
I didn't know that.
Well, come up here. All right. So look in here, Jessica, if you will. We're going to go through a few foods here that are potentially good for you, but you got to be at least aware of them.
Mm-hmm. And the first one is dried fruit, okay? And why dried fruit? You may be thinking you're doing yourself, again, a healthy,
totally
thing.
healthy.
But it's the preservative in the dried fruit, the sulfites. And a lot of times on the label, this will be like potassium sulfite or bisulfite. You'll see that those sulfites can actually be a trigger.
So the second food, surprisingly enough, is diet iced tea, or some of the designer waters. And that's because it has an ingredient in it a lot of the time called aspartame. And anecdotally, you hear that people find aspartame to be a potent migraine trigger.
But the good news is, just like there are foods that can trigger pain, trigger migraines, there are actually things that can help solve the problem.
That's right. And I am going to have you taste a scrumptious, what I call, a migraine muffin. And the migraine muffin has 2 migraine-fighting ingredients, very powerful. The first one is, believe it or not, pumpkin seeds, which are so easy. So I work them into my migraine muffin. Thank you. The pumpkin seeds are loaded with ample amounts of magnesium. And we know through research that magnesium helps to almost stop a migraine attack before it creeps up on you, and specifically in women who have menstrual migraines. So that's great. So the second ingredient, which makes them nice and moist, are chia seeds. And chia seeds are one of the top plant-based sources of omega-3 fats. You've heard of omega-3s?
Yes.
So omega-3s suppress inflammation, so they can actually reduce the frequency, the duration, and the intensity of migraines.
Oh wow.
Excellent.
And this is
So migraines.
this is in Food Cures. This is the recipe.
Yes, and this recipe is up on your website.
thedoctorstv.com. You can make these at home.
I'm gonna go home and make them today.
And
for
be
sure.
headache-free. Thank you so
Excellent.
very much.
Thank you.